Hello friends, welcome to the India Press and I am Krishna Raj. So in this video what I will be explaining will be regarding English communication skills. How you could make your English language or usage of English language a much more sophisticated one, a much more effective and much more dynamic one. With the same skills that you have right now, but thinking about or giving focus to a few points that would drastically enhance and improve your English communication skill. So once again, welcome back to this channel. So as I explained in the introduction, English is not a mother tongue for us. We have a different mother tongue. English is a learned language. It is a learned language for all of us. So those who are listening to my video, majority of you, Malayalam might be your mother tongue. So when we have a mother tongue, a different language as our mother tongue, and when we use English as a learned language, there are certain things that we need to take care of. So as I stated in the introduction, let's handle things one by one. First of all, let's think about one specific thing, like how many faculties of language are there? How many different aspects are there in any language? Like take the example of English, Malayalam, Hindi or any language. How many aspects are there? I would say functionally there are 4 aspects. One is reading, second one is writing, third one is listening and understanding, and the fourth one is speaking. So think about our capability in all these 4 faculties of this language, of all the languages, for Malayalam, for English, for Hindi, or any other language that we are using. Think about our capability in these 4 elements. Think about reading skills in English. How will you rate yourself? Where will you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 relating to your reading skills in English? You can read and understand English, right? Because all your textbooks are in English. You read that, you understand everything that is written over there. So reading is perfect. Then writing skills. You write all your examinations in English, right? Your exams are in English. If you're studying in an English medium school, definitely, or if you have done a program in an English medium school, or maybe in a college or in a university, you have written answers in English, right? So our writing skills is perfect. Think about your listening and understanding skills. Right now I'm speaking in English and you are able to understand each and every word that I'm saying, right? So your listening skills, your listening and understanding skills, it's perfect. Now think about the fourth one, speaking. If someone asks you, maybe imagine this is a real class, and if someone comes and asks you, can you come to the front of the class and deliver a speech on a topic of your choice in English for the next 2 minutes? Maybe you will be confused. You might think, oh my God, it's going to be difficult for me. I won't be able to do this. So dear friends, what is the real problem? The real problem is not that you don't know the language. If it was that you don't know the language, you won't be able to read, you won't be able to write, you won't be able to listen and comprehend, understand. But since all those things are perfect, you're just not able to speak up. The problem is not with not knowing the language. The problem is that, I would say, the problem is that you don't know that you know the language. So actually we know English, we have skills in English to a specific level, a particular level, maybe not excellent, maybe not really good, but we have that, the bare minimum we have. The bare minimum to speak we have. But if we are not able to do that, it's not because of that. It's because of the fact that we are not using that. Reading is okay because we do it every day. Writing is okay because we write exams, we take notes, everything in English. Listening and understanding is okay because we listen to our teachers, teaching lessons in English, or someone speaking English, or maybe lectures, or maybe documentaries, movies, all these things in English. So that's okay. Speaking is not okay because we are not doing this. We are not used to it. So the solution lies within the problem. The solution is get used to it. So that is the first tip that I would like to give you. Get used to speaking English, and automatically you could improve and enhance your speaking skills to a great extent. Okay, now let's think about another very important thing. The way in which we learned our English and the way in which we learned our mother tongue, Malayalam. How did we learn Malayalam? See, right from our birth date, we started observing our parents, our people who are around us, maybe siblings, your brothers, sisters, and you started observing them. You listen to the sounds that they're making, the words that they're saying, and you try to imitate those words, and that is how you started speaking. By the time you reach 1 year, 1.5 years old, you started imitating small words, and that's how it started. I think the way in which you tried learning English, you started learning English. One day you were sent to a school, and suddenly the teachers started teaching you A for apple, B for boy, C for cat. You were taught letters of the alphabet. Then you were taught how to write, how to read. Speaking was like second. So, dear friends, at this point of time, you might be in high school, you might be in plus two, you might be in a graduate class. So, at this point of time, if you want to drastically improve your English communication skills, what I would say is like adopt the same strategy that you used for Malayalam when you were just 1.5 years old. Listen to English a lot and speak English a lot. So that's the only way you could improve your verbal presentation skills or verbal communication skills or oral skills. So try listening to good English. So where can you listen to good English? So I would strongly recommend you to listen to good podcast. Maybe you can listen to YouTube videos by native speakers, by Native Americans, by native Britishers on any topic of your choice. Identify a topic of your favorite, your choice, a favorite topic, and listen to videos on that topic made by native English speakers. So there are two advantages. Your English skill will improve. You will be very much interested and enthused to do that. So that will enhance your aspiration for that. Your craving for listening to more videos. So that is one part. And the second part is listening is a good thing, but along with that you need to speak up. With whom? Make small groups in your classrooms. Maybe if you are a student somewhere, maybe in a school or a college, or even if you're working somewhere, make small groups and start speaking among your peer group. Like small groups means a group that consists of maybe 3 to 5 people. You can also make WhatsApp groups, or you can, if you're a student, during break time and all, you can interact. Maybe take a topic and discuss on the topic, which is something like a current affairs topic. So that will help you to enhance your English communication skill. So my point is, you have a strategy with which you learned your Malayalam or your mother tongue. You have a strategy with which you learned your English. The English strategy, the strategy that you adopted for English was a failure, and the strategy that you adopted for Malayalam was a successful one. So use the successful strategy. That's it. Okay, the next area that I would like to emphasize upon is pronunciation mistakes. Like, what exactly is pronunciation? Pronunciation simply means the way in which words are being pronounced in any language. So, being Indians, we'll definitely have a mother tongue influence. We call it MTI, which means mother tongue influence. Influence of our mother tongue on our learned language. So, being Malayalis, we will have an influence of Malayalam over any language that we learn. Like, let it be English or German or French or any language. So, that is perfectly okay, but try to minimize that or control that to the bare minimum. That is something very important, so that people could understand you and your pronunciation sounds much more polished and sophisticated. So there are strategies that you could adopt for that. So the basic strategy I would say is, like, again, the earlier thing, listen to good English, so that automatically the native speakers use will get intruded into your way in which you speak, and that will help you a lot. And you can minimize the usages of certain sounds, like for example the R as in father, mother, brother, sister. In Malayalam, Malayalis, we use these sounds in a different way. Like we say things like father, mother, brother, sister. The R is emphasized, but that is not the real case. I mean, that is not the case with the native speakers. They always muffle this R. They always silence this R at the end. Like always, it's like father, brother, mother, sister. The end R is not emphasized. So such small things we can consider. Such things are very important. So pronunciation, and the best way is not to check the pronunciation, the phonetic dictionary and try to imitate, because that's very difficult. You can't imitate a million words. Instead, listen to good English and try to imitate all those things, like the way in which the native speakers are using the language. And that is something very important. And there are a few more things that we need to take care of while using English. And one such thing is vocabulary. So if you improve your vocabulary, the advantage is that you could express your ideas in a better way and in a more accurate way. Your accuracy improves when you have a better set of words. So I'm not suggesting you that you need to use words like floxinosinihilipilification, which our Trivandrum MP Shashi Tharoor used a few years back when he was about to release one of his books. It's a word that contains 29 letters, floxinosinihilipilification, which means something of no significance. So I don't want you people to use such words, but try to improve on your vocabulary. So I'll give you one tip for this. Whenever you use the word very, that means that you need another word. Okay, got it? Whenever you use the word very, that means actually you need another word. For example, you see one of your friends and you want to tell her, you look beautiful today. Oh, that's perfect. And again, you want to flatter her more. And you are saying, you look very beautiful today. So you are using the word very, right? You look very beautiful today. That means you need another word actually. So you can instead you can say, you look pretty today. You can look pretty. And then you are saying, you look very pretty today. Instead, you can say, you look gorgeous today. Then you say, you look very gorgeous today. You look stunning today can be used. You look very stunning today. Instead of that, you can say, you look dashing. Dashing. Instead, normally what we does is, we'll say, you look beautiful today. You look very beautiful. You look very, very beautiful. Then again, very, very, very beautiful. No, that's not it. So, if you have a better set of words like beautiful, pretty, gorgeous, stunning, dashing, you have a better vocabulary. Means a better vocabulary always signifies a better communication and much more effective communication. So, vocabulary is very important. Then forget about grammar, because grammar will automatically creep into your language, and that is how it works. If you feel like, okay, I will study grammar first and then I will try applying this grammar, the studied grammar onto the phrases and sentences that I'm saying, no, it won't work that way. Instead, the grammar should automatically creep into your communication. Let it be written communication or verbal communication. So for that, we need to listen a lot. When you listen to a language a lot, these grammatical aspects, the construction, the phrases, that will automatically creep into your language. And that is how it works. And that gives a beauty to your communication, your presentation, the way in which you communicate. That will be much, much more beautiful, elegant, and elite. So that should happen. Again, try to learn some phrases and usages in English. There are a lot of phrases and usages in English. So try to learn such usages. It's very important. Again, you can use all the internet resources for that. You can listen to YouTube videos. You can listen to native speakers communicating in English. You can watch movies. You can watch documentaries. All these strategies can be adopted to get acquainted to all these minute phrases and usages in English. They use a lot of phrases and usages, which are very interesting, very stunning. So listen to such usages. Different words in different combinations means different things. Passed away means died. Pass out means fainted. Pass out is fainted and passed away is died. So all these things are very important. And the final and most important thing is gaining fluency. So ideas might come to your mind at a much faster pace, and you might not be able to encode this idea into language, into words at a very fast pace. And that's what we mean by the word fluency. Able to communicate at a faster pace, at the same pace as the ideas come to your mind. For that, you need to fine tune your articulatory system, the way your mouth, your throat, your tongue, your entire sound making system. We call it the articulatory system, and that should be tuned to the language. So every language has a different set of words, a different set of sounds, a different set of phrases, a different set of combination of sounds. So that should be fine-tuned for this language. So what we can do for this? An easy tip for this is read aloud Take a passage and read it aloud. Take a poetry and read it aloud. Take an essay or a story and read it aloud, so that your articulatory system will be tuned to the sounds of the language and the way in which the native speaker uses the language. And there is another way you can use tongue twisters. Betty bought some butter. The butter was bitter, so she bought some better butter to make the bitter butter better. Make it fast. Betty bought some butter. The butter was bitter, so she bought some better butter to make the bitter butter better. She sells seashells in the seashore. She sells seashells in the seashore. She sells seashells in the seashore. Use such tongue twisters so that you will get a better fluency. So dear friends, from now onwards, try to listen to good English. Try to speak good English. And if possible, read English classics or even novels that which you would love. Maybe newspapers might be a little bit boring for you guys, maybe in the new generation, the generation Z. So that might not be possible for many of you. If not, read some nice novels. Read some online books even. You can go to online options like Kindle options or any other online reading options. Read classics or any books. So once again, please start doing something, or do something today that your future self will thank you for. Wish you all the best, and I want to see you in great positions in future. Thank you. Thank you.